All right, Sunday night, weekend version of the reaction. It's going to be a very casual segment or show tonight. I'm not going to go on for too long. It's going to be fun. It's going to be light. I'm not going to get into it too deep. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to laugh at crazy people in the media. That's always fun. I'm going to give you some good polling information, some good news, and then we'll wrap it up. It'll be quick. It'll be fun. It'll be easy. I've been watching the coverage all day today. Not all day today, but I've been hooked into it, trying to keep up the tabs on what's happening with the president. And they had a press conference this morning, or early this afternoon, with the doctors at Walter Reed, updating everybody on the president's condition. And he seems to be doing better. The doctors did say, his White House physician, or the president's physician at Walter Reed, said that there was a point where they're a little bit worried about him because he had a bad fever and his oxygen levels dropped. So they gave him a supplemental oxygen intake for a little while. This, of course, has driven the left into insanity and the media into complete insanity. So I wanted to show you just a few examples of this insanity. By the way, it seems that the president's doing well. We are still praying for him. Hopefully he gets back in business very soon. But it's just so funny watching these people. And even as the president is at Walter Reed in the hospital with COVID, he still finds a way to make them look like complete fools. So the first example, this afternoon, this is after the press conference, and he puts out one of his video statements, which he's been doing every day now. He puts out a video statement where he basically thanks everybody and gives his normal update. He's feeling better. He can't wait to get back, etc., etc. And at the end of the video, he says he's thinking of going outside and paying a visit to all his supporters because there are hundreds and hundreds of people waving flags, cheering outside Walter Reed behind the gates there. They have really got a pretty big crowd out there. Everyone's honking as they drive by. It's great stuff. I mean, I'm surprised. You know, they're in Bethesda, Maryland, which you'd think is a pretty blue place, but there seems to be a lot of Trump support there. So anyway, he said he was going to come out and pay them a visit. Of course, this drove everyone crazy. So let's check it out. Let's check out who was driven crazy. And these are just a few examples, by the way. Like, there are tons of these. If I went through even 1% of them, it would take an hour or two. The first one I saw is by Jon Favreau, who used to be Obama's speechwriter. And, ooh, he has a podcast. He is the coolest guy in media. He's young. He wrote Obama's entire speech, his entire inauguration speech in Starbucks. Can you believe it? He sat down at a Starbucks and he just pounded that thing out. And now he has a podcast. At least last time I checked, he had a podcast, which, to be fair, probably gets 100 times the viewers as mine. So good for him. He's built it. And he does it with two other guys who were also in the Obama administration, I think. It's a very snarky type vibe. But anyhow, that's Jon Favreau. And this is the problem with them. They react before they know anything, right? And it always burns them. And this time it really did burn them. Jon Favreau, he's retweeting the president's message, the president's video message about how he's going to come out and visit his supporters. He just types in caps, all caps, "Why is he visiting anyone?" Well, guess what happened? I'm not going to tell you what happened quite yet. Because now let's go to Kyle Griffin. Kyle Griffin. Who is Kyle Griffin? Let's check out his bio. Oh, he's the senior producer of MSNBC's The Last Word. Opinions mine. Not as outlandish as I could be. Well, you are as outlandish as anyone could be. He says, and this is a typical media lib, he says, Trump just tweeted that he's going to visit supporters outside of Walter Reed. A man infected with COVID is going outside, possibly putting staffers and more at risk. All right, so we've got Favreau's reaction. We've got Kyle Griffin's reaction. And now, to really top things off, I thought I'd add this one in. I was debating about including this one, but we're having fun tonight. We know that the president's in the hospital. It's not really a time to be having fun, but it seems he's doing better. It seems he's doing well, so we can have a little bit of fun. Okay, the next one is from the one and only Joy Behar. This is October 4th, today, 6:52 p.m. She tweets, and the funny thing about this, too, is not only is it a ridiculous tweet, but inside the ridiculous tweet, she has referenced another ridiculous fake news person within the ridiculous tweet. There's just so much ridiculousness packed into this. She says, Brian Stelter said that this is a Michael Jackson holding a baby over the railing moment. So you're probably thinking, wait a second, what did the president do? Did he come out and start mingling with everyone? Was he shaking hands? Did he come out there and cough all over everyone? Did he have a big group hug, a big huddle, and did they sing did they sing Gloria? Did they sing You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones? What happened? Well, it turns out the president did visit his supporters, but he just drove the motorcade by inside the motorcade and waved. And it was great, and everyone was hooting and hollering and waving flags and honking, and they were happy to see the president. He was wearing a mask inside the vehicle. He's inside a vehicle in which not only COVID can't get through the windows, bullets cannot get through the windows, okay? And this tweet, I told you the timestamp on it, 6:52. I am pretty sure that Trump went out in the vehicle before that. So I'm not sure, but it could be the case that Brian Stelter saw this happen. He saw the motorcade drive by. Remember, Trump is inside the vehicle with the door closed. Not only a normal vehicle door, a door on the Beast. The Beast door is closed. Nothing is getting in. And Brian Stelter thinks it's a Michael Jackson holding a baby over the railing moment. These people are crazy. Like, I would understand if Trump came out and he came to the actual crowd and he was shaking hands and waving and talking and whatever. You'd go, okay, you really shouldn't be doing that, Mr. President. But he drove by. He drove by in his vehicle, in his fortified vehicle. And they're afraid that he might be spreading. What was the other tweet from Kyle Griffin? Let's check the timestamp on that one. 5:26 p.m. Trump just tweeted that he's going to visit supporters outside of Walter Reed. A man infected with COVID is going outside, possibly putting staffers and more at risk. Are they talking about the Secret Service? I'm pretty sure the Secret Service is around him all the time. Anyways, that's the point. They're Secret Service. They are around the president all the time. They don't leave his side. They are protecting him. So who else could he be putting at risk? Let's see. I don't know. Like what? The spider underneath the carpet in the car? Is it the driver? I'm pretty sure the driver is in the front seat divided by glass, who's also wearing a mask. So is he putting the people in the crowd at risk who are standing on the sidewalk? I'm trying to figure this one out. So these people are insufferable. And by the way, if you watch the press conference, the physician's press conference, there's like 6 or 7 of them laid out. By the way, Joy Behar tweeted yesterday. I saw this while I found this tweet. I just happened to scroll down. Don't worry, I'm not monitoring Joy Behar's Twitter feed. I saw this tweet as I was scrolling through when I was putting the show together here. Joy Behar tweets, "Why does he need so many doctors?" Maybe because he's the most powerful man on earth, Joy. I don't know if that has maybe factored into it. You know, I see these people on Twitter. Wait a second. Trump's getting the secret cocktail. Trump's getting this med. Trump's getting this antibody. Well, the other people didn't get that antibody. No. Do we need to explain this to them? It's like, I don't know if they're playing dumb to get in a shot at the president or if they actually are saying this truthfully. Like, you understand that the president is going to get better care than the general public, right? Is that does that smash the egalitarian vision of the liberals? Like, are they surprised? Like, wait a second. You mean the president gets Secret Service and he gets protection all the time, but we have to walk outside on the street and possibly put ourselves at risk? You mean to say that? You mean to say the president gets a motorcade with 50 vehicles to take him anywhere he wants? We don't get to do that. Yeah, no, you're not the president, Joy. You're not the most powerful man on earth. You don't get that. You know, people also tweeting, can you believe the president? Look at this palatial estate the president's staying in at Walter Reed. Yeah, I think they built it with that in mind. You know, they weren't gonna put him in the Hotel 6, the Motel 6. They weren't gonna put him in a rat-infested, cockroach-infested room. They weren't gonna put him at the Holiday Inn Express. Like, these people. Okay, that's too much. I know that's too much for you. It's too much. I don't know if you're probably laughing, but you're also frustrated. That's kind of the feeling I have too. I will leave you with some positivity here. Okay, this just broke. Poll: President Trump, Biden virtually tied after president's coronavirus diagnosis and debate. A nationwide poll released Saturday indicated that support for President Donald Trump has increased following his debate performance and his hospitalization for the novel coronavirus. The poll, conducted beginning at 7 p.m. Friday by John Zogby Strategies and EMI Research Solutions, shows Democrat presidential candidate Joe Biden with 49% support and Trump with 47% support, with 4% undecided. The poll's margin of error is 3.2%, indicating the two candidates are statistically tied. The same poll showed Biden leading Trump by 6 points on August 29th, 48 to 42%, and 7 points on July 8th, 49 to 42%. Biden's now 2-point lead reveals a tightening race. Contrary to my own observations, it looks like the president has not been hurt by his debate performance, nor his hospitalization, pollster John Zogby observed. So, and by the way, there was another Democracy Institute poll, which, by the way, also predicted Brexit and Trump's election last time, which showed Trump leading by 1 nationally. And I told you not to look at national polls. I know I told you not to look at national polls, but you know, it's good news. So it's good news. All this stuff, this just goes to show you, everyone in all the media talking heads, even all the talking heads on the right, think Trump lost that debate. He did not lose that debate. Okay? Ask anyone outside of the political sphere, outside DC, even outside the right-wing and MAGA sphere, and they go, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I watched the debate and it was completely fine. He did fine. You guys are all freaking out over this debate as though he got pounded. There was no pounding involved. Remember I mention this every show now because it was so shocking, but honestly, it wasn't that shocking to me. The Telemundo, Telemundo is the Spanish language television channel. They run the results, and Trump has by 30 points. They think Trump has won the debate. So good news on the polling side and some funny stuff. These people are totally unhinged. The president is in the hospital. They can't stand the fact that a lot of the public is rallying around him, and they can't stand the fact, the reason they attack him going out, you know, I really do believe they're playing dumb. The reason they attack him going out to visit all his supporters on the sidewalk, it isn't because they're afraid he's going to give them the virus. It's because they don't like that being shown on national television. All the support, all the flags, all the horns honking, all the energy is on our side now. Okay, it's on our side. That's it for tonight. Just wanted to check in on a Sunday night. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.